What's up, everybody? Trayvon here with ScenTTalkTV, and today I will be doing a full review on the fragrance from the house of Afnan, and I got this particular fragrance at my local Burlington. Let's go. So that fragrance from the house of Afnan I present to you, lovely people, Afnan's Turathi Electric, if I pronounced that right. I purchased this fragrance during the holiday season. I cracked it open, did some testing and stuff like that, and I don't have the cellophane where the price sticker was on, but from my remembrance of this fragrance, in terms of the pricing, I believe that it was like between like 30-40 bucks, which to me, for this fragrance, it's not a bad price. All right, let's get to the full presentation of this lovely box. You know, you got this, this holographic look to it that looks very, very nice, very nice. You got the name of the fragrance as well as the name of the house right here with the size and concentration at the bottom of the box right there. You got Turathi. I don't know if you guys can see that, if I pronounced that right, inside of this little design right here on the box. At the top of the box, you got the name of the house right here. At the back of the box, you got the ingredients and some information right there. Barcode, name of the house right there. Nothing on the sides on this side of the box, at least, but on this side you have the holographic sticker of the house right here, QR code right there, and nothing on this side of the box. But as you open the box up like this, there's the fragrance, as well as an introductory of the fragrance right here with the Afnan logo right there, the name of the house. And there's the bottle. Of course, I don't know if you guys can see that, clearly, but there's the bottle right there. Okay, here's the full presentation of this bottle. You got the name of the house, well, the name of the fragrance that is right here, and the name of the house right there. On the sides of this bottle, there's nothing. At the bottom of this bottle, though, you got this little plate right here with the size and concentration right there, if you guys can see it. The top is a very, very snug fit. And inside of the cap, there's nothing inside of the cap. The atomizer right here, it shows no leaking, so that's a great sign. Let's check the atomizer out. It's pretty nice. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Now that is out of the way, let's get to the juice that's inside of this lovely bottle. This is the most bright, vivid, most candy-like, citrusy, masculine scents that you can ever get your hands on. This, for the price of like between $30 and $40 and some change, this is a mega steal and a awesome release from the house of Afnan. Okay, when it comes to the notes, in the top you got pear, pink, grapefruit, mandarin orange, bergamot. Mid notes is orange blossom, apple, and cedarwood. In the base you got musk, amber, and vanilla. So immediately when you spray this fragrance on your skin, you just get that fruity, dense, sharp tartness from that pink grapefruit, as well as that mandarin orange, giving a sharp, tart-like citrus. But that pear, it was smooths it out. It has that sweet, like somewhat smooth, oceanic type of fruitiness from that pear. And that bergamot gives it a little bit more of that, that twisted lime, like that tart, smooth, like twisted lime type of a citrus from that bergamot. You transition into the mid notes though, man. You got that orange blossom, apple, as well as that cedarwood. Now, to my nose, I get that apple immediately when I spray it on my skin. It's like the first thing I smell when I spray it on my skin, underneath all those, like, those aggressive, pungent citruses, which does calm down a lot once it once it sits on your skin, is what I'm trying to say. Stumbling over my words, sorry. But once it calms down on your skin, which is that citrus, that apple really does show itself brightly and vividly. When you get into that base notes though, you get that musk and amber and vanilla. Now, in the complete dry down of this fragrance, you get that musk. The musk is screechy, animalic, dry, and dusty, but it's not like a challenging type of a musk. The musk brings a lot more appeal, a masculine appeal to this fragrance, because with that orange blossom, that floralness and stuff like that, as well as that fruitiness, it kind of makes this fragrance somewhat unisex a little bit. But that musk, as it dries down on your skin, that musk makes it a little bit more masculine, which kind of takes away that, you know, that unisex feel to it, because with all those citruses and that orange blossom and stuff like that, kind of brings out a unisex type of a feel to it on my skin, at least in my opinion. But you know, the amber and vanilla I really don't get too much, just a little bit. It does warm the fragrance up just a little bit, but not too much. But you dominantly get a lot of those citruses and that musk, as well as that bright floralness from that orange blossom. Overall, through and through, you just get this bright, vivid, just crowd-pleasing citrus notes. That's candy-like citruses as well. You get like a dope apple accord that definitely shines bright in this fragrance, and it's definitely suited around this time of year as it's starting to warm up. So when it comes to the performance was pretty nice. You know, solid 6 to 7 hours out of this thing based on overspraying. That is, I'm an oversprayer. And the performance, as far as like, you know, the projection was good within like an hour to an hour and a half, set close to the skin when it hit the 3 to 4th hour mark, giving me the total longevity of 6 to 7 hours. Now, when it became a skin scent, it wasn't really like, you know, a faint skin scent. You know, it was still doing its thing, nice little sillage, you know, still projecting, you know, mildly. But the performance was a lot better when it came, like, you know, when your body heat amps up. You know, it becomes a little bit better. When the sun hit it, it becomes a little bit better of a performer, that is. When it comes to the compliment factor on this one, I did get some compliments, you know, from some coworkers that was asking me what was I wearing and stuff like that. So, you know, they said it smells really nice. So if you're looking for compliments, you'll probably get some like I did, depending on how you wear it. But yeah, in my experience, I got compliments out of this thing. Age group, you know, I feel like any age can wear this fragrance. You know, it does have, you know, a little bit masculinity as it dries down on your skin for like the older gentleman to adapt to when it comes to like the complete dry down. You know, it does have that bright, vivid, fruity playfulness, that immaturity, you know, for the younger guys to appreciate, and it may appeal to them a little bit more in the opening at least. But, you know, through and through, this is an all age fragrance that any guy can pull off. My overall thoughts on this fragrance, man, if you ain't got this fragrance in your collection right now, I advise you to hunt this bad boy down, because this one right here, I was in love with at first sniff, to the point where I bought 2 more backup bottles of this fragrance. I would say definitely pick this up if you don't have it. If you are a fan of the accords that I listed inside of this fragrance and it does appeal to you, I'd say this would be a great pickup if you are a fan of fruity, vivid, bright, crowd-pleasing fragrances. This is a nice one to have in your collection, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all that I have for ScenTTalkTV, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, you know what to do. You got to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe out there and be blessed and have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.